Welcome to Back into the Future with Mark and Carol. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Back into the Future. It is present day,
which is July
3rd, 2022.
Almost July 4th. It's almost midnight.
Yeah, well, we're going to be celebrating the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And as has become tradition for a 4th of July celebration, it's Stranger Things time. Stranger Things Volume 4? Is that what they... No one calls them seasons anymore. It's like Episode 4, Volume 4.
Yeah, I don't know.
Series 4.
See, it's Season 4, though.
Season 4.
It's
Episodes 8 and 9.
Yeah, the second part. They finally released it on the 1st.
Episode Nothing Happens and Episode Everything Happens.
Right.
What did you think, Carol? What did you think of... So, I guess let's talk about the second half first. We can give our season as a whole kind of thoughts at the end.
We talked about the first part of the season already, right?
Yeah, we talked about the first part of the season, but we can talk about the whole season now that it's complete. But let's talk about the second half, or our thoughts on the second half first. By the way, welcome to Back into the Future. This is our Patreon exclusive show talking about the greatest stuff that's happening right now. We should do an episode on The Boys coming up.
Yeah, I have some stuff to say about The Boys.
With a Z.
Oh my goodness.
But we haven't caught up yet.
No.
But we'll catch up.
No, we're only like 2 episodes in.
Yeah, so we're like 5 episodes behind. But let's talk about the second half of Stranger Things.
So like Mark said, the first episode of part 2, which is episode 8, was like the most boring episode of Stranger Things ever, I think.
Yeah, I think it's even worse than that episode where Elle goes to find all her other numbers and like party with them and stuff like that.
I don't think that was a boring episode. It was a weird episode. Not boring.
I guess not boring, but just, I don't know.
But yeah, this whole episode was just like planning.
Yeah, it was, let's watch them go to a military surplus store and then nail some nails into a trash can lid for an hour and 20 minutes or however long it was.
Right.
Yeah, it was like everyone was just kind of, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of in Revenge of the Sith, that third prequel movie, where everything was so contrived because they had to get everyone into their Star Wars episode for A New Hope starting position.
Right.
It's like Obi-Wan's got to be on Tatooine, Yoda's got to go to Dagobah, the Luke and Leia have got to be on the planets that they're going to be on. Like everything's got to... It's 19 years between those two movies, so not everything had to be right then. Mm-hmm. But that's the way they treated it. And that's what episode 8 felt like to me. We've got to get everybody in these positions.
Right.
So let's just do that.
I think the craziest thing that happened in that episode was when they stole the RV.
Yeah.
Like, what in the actual fuck? Like, who does that to people?
Right. Well, the set piece of that episode, the big action set piece, was the military coming to try to get Elle and her, going all gangsta on them.
But, like, it wasn't that interesting either. Like,
no, it's never. I wish the Duffer Brothers listen to our shows. So, Duffer Brothers, we don't need human antagonists anymore.
Right.
I don't know why so many shows do this, where there's a supernatural entity that's out to get everybody, but then there has to also be human antagonists on top of that. And it's in this season, we've got the vague military people that vaguely want Elle for whatever reason, and the jocks that the one jock leading everything that is trying to avenge his girlfriend's death. And it's like, we don't need either of those.
Yeah.
It just complicates things and adds too much. It's not necessary. We have Vecna is a good enough antagonist, especially considering all the connections that he has with Elle and everyone else.
Right? And, like, even having the football player there to screw up their plan, like, didn't really need to be because their plan was challenging enough.
Right.
All on its own.
Yeah, exactly. I guess the military people, whatever, they spurred a little bit of the action, but the jock dudes, I don't know. I just felt like that was a big waste of time.
Yeah. Kind of, I guess. I mean, it was like, Lucas's character arc or whatever, too, though. Like,
Yeah, he needed to reject being popular so he could be weird with everyone else.
Yeah. He could have just been weird, but whatever.
He could also just be good at basketball and weird. People can be two things.
Not according to the Breakfast Club. No.
Not in the 80s.
Right.
But, yeah, so, I don't know. That episode was fairly boring to me. And too long.
Yeah.
The stuff that mattered that happened had to do with 11.
Yeah.
And the lab. And Dr. what's-his-name dying.
It was fun to see him die. He needed to die. I hated him so much.
It was fun to see Matthew Modine die.
Like you said, though,
actor Matthew Modine.
It was kind of shitty, like, when he was basically, like, asking for understanding and stuff, and she's just like, yeah, bye. Peace out. Die.
Like, he's dying. Like, I know he was a dick to them and everything, and he kind of caused all this, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like Elle's character might have shown some sympathy to him.
Yeah. I mean, she called him her papa forever.
Yeah.
Which was he? Like, I don't remember. Did he impregnate her mom?
No, I didn't know.
He just stole her?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I don't remember exactly.
It was weird.
So then we get to episode 9.
Yeah.
You look so confused. You're like, wait, the number after 8 is 9?
No, episode 9 was insane.
Or did you have more things to say about episode 8?
No, I'm good. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes of just like
20 minutes.
An emotional roller coaster and stuff. I cried many times.
It was breezy, I thought.
What do you mean?
It didn't feel like it was 2 hours and 20 minutes.
No, you're right. It did not. I mean, we did take a short break due to fireworks and stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of fireworks from our neighbors.
Yeah.
So if you hear any fireworks, that's our neighbors.
Yeah, it is 11:19 p.m. and they're
It's
still
very
going.
late.
Assholes. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow.
Well, it's gonna be fun tomorrow. We got an episode to record tomorrow too.
Yeah.
We got to go back to 1997 in our time machine
Woot woot.
and record an episode. What do we watch? Men in Black.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about Men in Black.
Well, worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah, but
Stranger Things
episode
tonight.
9, Stranger Things. What was your favorite storyline from this episode? Because they're all disconnected. They're
Right.
all separated.
I mean, I don't know. I liked them all. Like, I liked that Elle ended up in the frickin' pizza freezer, and I thought that was kind of cool. And I liked
Not in a bad way. She wasn't frozen.
Right. I liked the storyline with Max and Lucas. I thought that was super cute that they were like falling back in love, and then all the bad stuff happens with Vecna.
That was an emotional scene, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I still don't love Russia.
I actually kind of enjoyed that, and I haven't the entire season, but I actually kind of enjoyed the culmination of that story arc.
I mean, it was a satisfying ending of that story arc, but it was still like the least interesting, I think, of what was going on.
Yeah, well, we've got that. We've got Russia. We've got California, or Nevada. I guess they're in Nevada now.
Well, no, now they're in Hawkins.
Well, they were during this scene. Then we've got Dustin and Eddie.
Oh my god,
And then
that was awful.
We've got the 3 Musketeers, and then Max and Elle and Lucas
Yeah.
and Vecna. Did you like how Vecna walked up to Elle and explained his entire plan and motivation again.
And then he's like, I just want you to watch.
Right.
Like, that's just so convenient.
He was like, keep in mind that all these other seasons, it was me. It was planned the whole time. It was me. It was like, he was like speaking for the Duffer Brothers at that point.
Right.
He should have just looked right at the camera and be like, look, here's the Duffer Brothers holding a newspaper with a drawing of me saying Vecna was behind it the whole time. Look at the date on the newspaper.
Right.
We swear we had it planned.
I really do want to go back and watch it from the beginning and see if it makes sense with Vecna.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure they had some vague idea of where they were going.
Yeah. But, like, I want to know why it was always so much harder for Vecna to get Max. Like, these other people, it took, like, 5 minutes maybe?
Yeah, that poor fucking skinny reporter kid.
Right.
That was with Nancy was like fucking nothing. Oh, here.
Right.
Pretzeled that dude up like it was nothing.
But, like, every time he, like, spends so much time talking to her and explaining things, and it kind of annoys me. Like, I'm watching it, it takes me out of the story, because I'm like, it's only because she's Max. It's only because you need this for the story. This is not right.
I think what she was doing was hiding in her memories.
Yeah.
I think she kept switching memories to, like, hide from him in her memories.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, this particular time there was at least some reason for it taking a while. But even in the past, I mean, there's been a couple times that he kind of had her, and he just played with her way more than the others.
It's the whole Nightmare on Elm Street thing, though, or it. Like it happens in all those kind of horror stories where it's like in it, it's like, hey, are you a member of the Losers Club? Well, then I'm Pennywise, and I will run around and scare you and get you all good and scared so you taste really good. Or are you any other kid in the town of Derry? I'll murder you instantly.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like it happens. So in Nightmare on Elm Street, it's the same thing, you know.
Right.
Like, and I'm sure there are many other examples of that. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I get it, you know. He did kind of play with Chrissy at first, too. The pregnant one.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Like, but of course that was to get us into the idea of what was going on. But he did at least kind of play with her a little bit at first, too. It was the other two that he just, like, fucking dispatched immediately.
Mm-hmm. And so, the other thing, like, why is Vecna not dead? Like, he should be dead.
He got Molotov cocktailed twice and then sawed-off shotgunned a bunch of times.
And I wanted to ask you about that, too. Like, when they were sawing off the shotgun, which I never realized was an actual thing. Like, I've heard people say sawed-off shotgun, but I didn't realize that you actually sawed it off.
Yeah.
Why is that so much worse? Like, why is that a quote-unquote felony or whatever?
Okay, so I am not a gun guy.
Right.
My friend Mike would know the answer much better than I would. But from what I gather, sawing the barrel off so it's a shorter barrel, it increases the power of the shot. Because instead of having to travel all the way through this long barrel, it loses a little bit of power and everything. It's a wider spread and a more powerful shot.
Okay.
And I assume it's a felony because it's dangerous. It makes it into a much more dangerous weapon.
Makes sense. Thank you.
That's my guess.
So what did you think? What was your favorite storyline?
My favorite storyline was probably... I still don't love the surfer dude. Hey, what's up, man? Surfer boy pizza. Like, I don't like this dude. So that takes away from that storyline. And the whole, like, you're the heart, Mike. You're the heart.
Yeah, that was a little dumb.
I love you, Elle. My love is going to fuel you. Like, it's a little on the nose.
Care Bears.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I have to take that away. Russia, like I said, I liked it more, but it's still not my favorite storyline. I think my favorite was probably... There's not a lot going on with Steve and Nancy and what's her name?
I don't know. I never know.
Uma Thurman, Ethan Hawke.
Right.
No, Maya Hawke's her name, but Robin.
Yes.
Robin, Steve, and Nancy. Not a lot's going on there. I mean, Steve's like kind of confessing his love to her. And that's pretty much all that happens in their little scenario, other than slow motion them attacking Vecna, which is not, it's satisfying, but that's not like, that's not thematically interesting. So I would say probably for me, I actually think probably Eddie and Dustin. I think that had the most like significant emotional arc.
Yeah, for sure.
And everything. But I think close second is Max and Lucas.
I hate that Eddie died.
I know, I do too.
You called it, though. You were like, Eddie's going to die.
Well, yeah, because he was introduced into this season.
Yeah.
And as if there's anyone that was disposable, it was going to be him.
That makes sense.
I like how they said, hey, people are going to die, and it could be some main cast members. And it's like, Dr. Brennan died, and Eddie died, and it's like...
Max died. She just came back.
Yeah.
Max
died briefly.
What the fuck, though? Like, Elle brought her back from the dead, but her bones are all broken. Yeah. So it almost seems cruel. Let me bring you back into a broken-ass body. I can only bring you back. I can't fix you.
Right.
She's in a coma, and now Elle can't find her. So, like, did she bring her back, or did she just keep her body alive?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. So she went into her mind, which seems to be empty.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on there?
I think she's gone. I think she's brain dead. Like her soul has left the body.
I think she's still with Vecna.
Oh no. Oh, that's awful. Oh no.
I think that's what's going on. I think she's in some sort of like weird middle ground area where she's still alive, her body's still there, but like her consciousness is trapped in like the upside down with Vecna.
Oh God. Like, you're probably right, because that makes so much more sense for the show, but that's awful.
So I think that's going to be a big part of the next season is like finding her, bringing her back.
Just like the first season with Will.
Right.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. It's like kind of everything ties together. But yeah, what other questions do you have going into, because there's things that need to be answered. Like, so what other questions do you have going into the first part of this Patreon episode, not this episode, but when we did the first half of the season, I specifically kept mentioning that this was the last season. This is the last season. It's the last season. It's not the last season.
I thought it was too. I don't know why we thought that.
Well, it's been speculated for a while. I think that this was going to be the last season, but then once it started getting released, I think they were like, no, it's not going to be the last season.
Well, I don't know. Like, I really, like I said, I think that it would have been better had it been the last season and Vecna just died instead of dragging it out through another season where they have to hunt him down and kill him. Like, they already went through their plan. They already set him on fire and blew him up. And then he tore up the whole town, by the way. Like,
right.
What are they going to do now? Like, how are they even going to live in that town?
Oh, that town's fucked. They're not going to live in that town.
But people are still there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still people there thinking that a satanic cult fucking crossed us. But, and that's one thing that I think is ridiculous. In today's day and age, the news might be like, and they say a satanic cult caused a rift. Some news station would say that now, or a blog or something like that. But in 1986, that never would have fucking gotten on air.
No.
A news editor from one of the three major networks would have looked at that copy if a reporter wanted to say that and been like, you're fucking fired. What are you talking about? You're not fucking speculating this bullshit.
Yeah.
There is no way in hell.
Well, yeah, because they're supposed to, only talk about the facts, for sure. But, like, what are the facts? They said seismologists say it was a 7-point-something earthquake, which is huge. But, like, what is is it supposed to be a volcano? Like, what is all
why is it on fire?
And then the ash.
How do seismologists explain the fucking red lightning in the sky?
Yeah. The hellfire that has been unleashed.
Oh, yeah. They come out at the end, And like you said, the upside down ashy like stuff is falling from the sky, and it's like crops are being killed. It's like slowly spreading out through the town because obviously he was able to do what he wanted to do. I guess Max only needed to die for a little while for it to work. But yeah, like I said, what are your main questions going into? Because what is presumably the last season? What are your main questions that you want wrapped up? And do you think there are going to be any more twists or any more like, oh, this is how everything kind of links up?
I mean, I don't know if there's going to be any more twists because we got our answer that it's all Vecna. Now, why it's Vecna, I guess, is a question. Like how Vecna came to be in the first place, or whatever the fuck his name is in real life.
Yeah. Oh, Henry, I think.
Henry, yeah.
Yeah, why he has the powers that he has.
Right.
I guess that's something that could be fleshed out. I'm not one of those people that think they need to answer everything.
Right.
Like it could just be that this kid was just born with these powers. I'm totally fine with that. But maybe they'll have some kind of explanation for that.
I really want Steve and Nancy to get together, and I really want Robin and the girl she likes to get together.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And I really want Max and Lucas to get back together, but she has to wake up first. So.
And I want Dusty Bun to be okay. I want well, I mean, if we're talking about like wants and everything, obviously I want them to all like kind of live together in one giant house.
Sure.
No, I mean I want them to all be together though, because they're all friends and everything.
And Hopper and Joyce.
Yeah. Well, that already kind of started.
Yeah. That makes me happy. There's a lot of romantic things that just need to flourish here.
Right. But as far as like questions, like what gnawing questions do you have that you want answered?
I don't know. Where is Max? What gnawing questions do you have? Put me on the spot here.
That's what this is.
I feel like I'm being interviewed.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, where is Max? That's a big one. Where is Max and what's going on with Max? That's a big question that needs to be answered. Where is Vecna?
Is the air toxic now because that stuff's floating around? That makes me worried.
Right. What's going to happen to those people in that town?
Yeah.
Like you said, everyone just needs to leave. Now they said, the Duffer Brothers have said there'll probably be a time jump because they have people that are in their late teens, early 20s that are supposed to be playing like 14-year-olds.
Right.
So if they do some kind of time jump, I wonder how that works given the state that this universe is in at the end of this season. I mean, can they do like a 5 years later kind of thing? And just for 5 years? I mean, maybe that's what they'll do. Because obviously they've taken a lot of inspiration from Stephen King and other 80s properties and things like that, but a lot of this is Stephen King. They're even reading The Talisman at the end, which is a book by Stephen King and Peter Straub where a kid goes into an alternate universe. It's very much like the Upside Down. Well, somewhat like the Upside Down. It's not all sinister in the territories. But, like I said, obviously they've been inspired a lot by Stephen King. If they do like a 5 years later thing, I would envision it as a situation where everyone's left Hawkins. The town's deserted. Maybe there's some monsters roaming around and stuff like that. It's kind of cordoned off because whatever, they're like, hey, there was an environmental disaster here or something like that.
Right.
This is dangerous or whatever. And then it would have reminded me a little bit of, I don't know if you ever read the short story Jerusalem's Lot I believe it's from Night Shift. I want to say, I don't think it's in Skeleton Crew. I think it's in Night Shift.
No, I did not.
It's a collection of short stories by Stephen King. But it's like after Salem's Lot, and the entire town's deserted, and this guy wanders in there, and just vampires have just taken over this town, and shit like that. And it's, like I said, it's basically just completely deserted, and there's just vampires roaming around there. And it's very dangerous, obviously, because of that. So that's kind of what it would remind me of, where it's just like an abandoned town with, and Vecna's kind of ruling it. And everyone's left and they've gone someplace else, and then our heroes have to return to finish what they started or whatever, because maybe it's starting to spread past Hawkins. Maybe they were like, hey, it's fine if it's just destroyed our one little town, but now it's starting to move past that. I don't know.
Those are good ideas.
I guess, but I'm not part of the Duffer Brothers writing room stuff.
We'll see what happens.
But yeah, like I said, if they were going to do a time jump, that to me, that's the kind of thing that would make the most sense.
Maybe the time jump is just when Max finally wakes up from her coma or whatever.
Right. Overall, what did you think of the season as a whole?
I really liked it. I think it's probably the best season so far. It was nice getting answers to the questions from the previous seasons.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite season so far. I do think that they could have tightened it up a little bit.
Okay.
Like we said with episode 8 and everything, being a lot of it being kind of like wheel spinning.
Yeah.
I think things could have been tightened up a little bit because I felt like that first half that we saw was... The last episode was really good, but I still feel like that first half was stronger than this second half, in my mind. I don't know how you felt about it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like the episode 8. So, yeah, I mean, there's only 8 and 9 in the second half. So, yeah, right. I got to go with you on that. But, I mean, I thought the ending episode was really good.
Yeah, the ending episode was really good, and I think it was very satisfying. Overall, like I said, it's my favorite episode. It's my favorite season of the show so far.
So I'm looking forward to
the
next season that hopefully will be at least, next 4th of July.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but yeah, that's it for the episode for today. Patreon, Patreon.com. Patrons that, you love us. Tune in next week. We'll have another bonus thing for you. But for now, we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.